Alright, hey everybody, welcome to I think this is day 4 of classroom setup. This should be the last day. If I go into tomorrow and do some more things, then I'll just combine the videos together to just make one video for day 4. But today's Thursday. If I do any more classroom stuff on Friday, then I'll just join it in together. But I am pretty much finished with the room. There's just like little things that I have to do. I'm going to show you what I ended up doing Tuesday and Wednesday. Both of those days I had full day PD for dual language, and then I worked for like another 2 hours, but most of the work was on either curriculum that I'm not necessarily going to show, and then centers and like figuring that out, so that I could probably show like what I ended up deciding. But I think right now I'm also going to show you like these poster things that I have up. So the first thing that I have are these 2 signs, and I'm pretty sure you already saw them. This one says Campeones de Lectura, which I'm gonna put on the corner that is by my library. And then this one dice Enfoque de Escritura, which is the writing focus that I'm gonna have up here by the writing station. And then what else do I have? I have this little thing, which is basically like a self-reflection, where they give me thumbs up if they are understanding the concept, they got it, they can do it by themselves. Middle, if they're still iffy, they just need more practice. They're beginning to understand it, but just need some more help. Thumbs down if they're lost, they don't understand it. And then last thing that I have to put up at the moment, if you have ever heard of the writing strategy race, I made my own posters. These are in Spanish, but basically R stands for restating the question. So if I have the question, this is an example, I have a question right here, I'm showing them how to restate it. A is now answering the question, so now that we have the question restated, now we answer it. C is citing evidence, so what evidence supports your answer? And then explaining, right? Yeah. And then now you're just explaining and writing a conclusion for your whole response. So the reason why we're doing this, and I have these posters along with my 4th grade teammate, is specifically because since the state test really looks for in-depth responses for writing, we want to make sure that we are having that same rigor in our classroom whenever we ask students to write. So if we're having them write a response, we're going to teach them, yeah, in your response you should be restating your question when you're answering it. You're not just answering the question however you feel like it. You should start by restating it and then answer it. And then especially if it asks for evidence, now you know how to implement that and where to put it as well. Another thing that I plan on doing is these little cardboard bins. I plan on actually setting up. I only have 6 of them right now. They're left over from last year, but I plan on putting them out in the section that I want right now, see if that's actually going to work, and see if I have space for let's say 20. If I don't have space for 20, then I'm gonna have to move them, but I think I have a pretty easy solution to that. So I'm sitting down right now, but this little column of 2 shelves right now is empty, and I was thinking of making these and putting them over there. But if I don't have space, and I probably won't, this right here is games for like indoor recess or fun Friday, so I might move these over here and then just use these 2 right here for the student bins for my afternoon class. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat first because I brought myself some breakfast. That way I don't get hungry later on. And then I'll go ahead and start putting this stuff out, and then I'll show you what the room looks like. I am also planning on doing like a whole classroom tour. That way you are able to see what I have in the classroom. I will also be able to explain where I got things, if I made it, if I bought it. Most of the stuff that I have on the wall I made, but like for example, the growth mindset one. I got it on Amazon, so I can probably, if I find it, I can link it in the description, or I can just tell you that it was on Amazon. But yeah, I'll do a classroom tour and everything, but that'll be a separate video. Alright, so I cut them out. I think I am gonna have to go ahead and re-laminate them. Not put them in new pouches, but like just put them through the lamination again, because as you can see, some of the edges have already started to like come off, because this is like in the middle of the paper. So hopefully just by putting it through the laminator again, then it'll get fixed. Alright, so I have the laminator set up and it's getting heated up, but while that is heating up, I'm gonna go ahead and build these. That way I can see if I will have enough space in those two shelves over there, or if I have to move my games. So let's build these. Alright, so I have all 6 of them built. Now let's go ahead and see how they look over there. Actually, blue light is on, so we're gonna go ahead and try this out, see if it works. So this, and obviously instead of doing it this way, I'm gonna go ahead and do it this way. I'm gonna hope that I don't start a fire or nothing. Let's see. Okay. So now looking down at the edges, I don't see any light edges, so it looks like it stuck well. Okay. So for comparison, here under the CR, under the I, under the T, you can see that it's a bit gray instead of a full black, and it's not glare because air has gone into the pouch. So I'm gonna put this through and I'll show you how it looks after. Okay, so it just finished coming out, and as you can see under the CR and the I and the T, it looks all normal now. So this is what it looks like right now. I currently have 6. I think I can fit 3 more, so it'd be 9 on each shelf, which would give me 18. I think that's enough for my afternoon class, so I might keep it here. In a bit, I'm about to put a folder and a notebook into one of them to see if it still fits. I think it will. And then I'm gonna move the first 3 over on this side and see if it truly does fit 9. Alright, so I got good news and bad news. Actually, I think I have 2 bad newses. This, I tried to put a folder and a notebook in there, and technically it could fit, but that is if you want to damage the top part of your folder, because it will mess with the top part of the folder. The other bad part, let me go ahead and take the folder out, with just a notebook in here. I'm moving, so this is as much as it'll go this way. I'm gonna move these first three over on here, and I'm gonna show you what happens. So moving this first one, and then putting it in. Okay, now moving this one, putting it in. Now there is still a little space, but it's very tight, like tighter than I would like. So I don't know if it will actually fit all 9 when you have like stuff in there, you know? So last year I had these on top of the shelves, well, the counters, and I didn't hate it, but it took a lot of like counter space. So I will try. This year I will try to keep them down here and see if I'm able to make it work. Okay, so update. I found a box. Well, not found. It was one of the boxes that was up there. But this box, I'm gonna try to incorporate into here. They're all English. Some of the books I will incorporate, some of them I won't. I also just got some of my curriculum stuff. So we got Bridges workbooks. We've got writing, which will be like the cursive stuff. And then this is what we use for the kids to write about what they read. So there's that. One thing I also changed is in the past, right here I used to have my Word workstation. Now I'm gonna have it here on this carpet, and I'm using this to organize it. This used to be over there behind the table, but now it's up here. Okay, so I added the books that I wanted to from this box into the bins. Any books that are still here, my coworker and I are gonna set up like a giveaway spot during open house. So if kids want to come in and they want to take these books home, they can take them home, and then whatever doesn't get taken home is going to go to Goodwill and get donated. All right, so final update for today. It is like 4:22-ish, so I'm about to leave. But down here, you can see that I have laminated my what are they called? Cliffhanger stories. So tomorrow when I come in, I'll go ahead and cut them up and then put them in the bin and throw them into my writing station. But what is left to do in the classroom, definitely the birthday display. I keep forgetting to do that, and it's still up there, the old one. So I gotta do that. And then I'm gonna clean off the desks tomorrow, like sanitize them, sanitize the shelves that are across from me right now, and then try to figure out what to do with the books, not the books, like the curriculum stuff that we got. But that's it for today. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna rest, and then I'll be back tomorrow. Hey, what's up? Welcome to, I think this is day 6 technically. I didn't record a lot today because I've been busy. I am going to show you really quick what I have done. So I just finished cutting out these piñatas for the student birthday display. This took forever to cut. So now that they're cut, now I just have to laminate them and then cut them again, and then put them up on the new display that I have. It's going to be in the same spot, but I did change the background to new paper and everything. So that's going to get done hopefully today. It's possible that I might just take these home and cut them at home. The plan is for me to use Sharpie once it's laminated, to use Sharpie to write down the student's name and their birth date, and hopefully at the end of the year I'm actually able to like erase the name, or like by putting expo on top and then erasing that. If it works, then I'll keep using these piñatas like year after year. If it doesn't, then I'll just probably change to like the donkey piñata, because it's a lot easier to cut, because these take forever because there's like so many points and everything. Let's see what else. I finished planning my first full day of school, so that I have here. I have my whole plan. Usually I do my plan online, like I use Google Calendar and everything, and I still planned it on Google Calendar. I just printed it out, the schedule overview, that way I have it on paper. I want to see if I like having it on paper and if I transition to doing something like that. But I do my lesson planning on Google Calendar. So one of the things that I'm doing on the first day of school is reading Lulu and the Hunger Monster, and then I'm also going to be doing a find someone who activity. So they're going to be going around and trying to find someone who has a pet, has traveled outside of the country, stuff like that. And then besides that, just talking about the routines and making sure that they know what's expected, and they understand the procedures of being in a 50-50 dual classroom, especially since they're switching over to a different teacher in the afternoon. So that's gonna be basically day one. I still have to plan Thursday and Friday next week, but I feel pretty solid about day one. Once I have these laminated, I want to now, instead of working on planning, I am going to create stuff for the Word workstation, because right now I don't really have much. So that's, I think, gonna be my next hour and a half. And to show you as well, so I cut out the cliffhanger prompts, story prompts, and I have them in this basket here. I have it in front of these prompts as well. So my writing station is now 100% complete. So this is the birthday display that I had before, and as you can see, I had the donkey displays with the students' names and birthday as a baseball bat, but I wanted to do something different this year. As you can see, I already have the new display up. I did green this year, primarily because we ran out of the orange paper, and now I just had to fill in the piñatas all around over here.